Welcome, or welcome back. So today I went door dashing. I started a little after 6 a.m. this morning, and I wanted to take you guys along with me, but I don't have a camera, and me, forgot to charge up my old phone because I was going to use the camera on my old phone to kind of record a little bit of everything, but it's all good. I did some screenshots. I did a little videoing. It was really, really foggy. And on, I want to say, my last official order, I had so much fun. It took me to Mrs. Winters, and when I went in there, the employees were having a ball. They were laughing, conversing, and I walked in, and a gentleman looked at me, and he was like, excuse me, because he was talking to another employee. So he's like, excuse me. And he said, I love your hair. And at first I didn't realize he was talking to me. So of course he said it again. He said, I love your hair. I said, oh, thank you. And who told me to do that? You guys know I'm a communicator. If you didn't know, I have an associate's degree in mass communications. I love to talk. I love to laugh. I love to communicate. It's what I do. I'm on YouTube. Makes sense, right? But anyway, we started to talk. We talked for like a good 4 or 5 minutes about my hair. I showed him a picture of what my hair looked like when it's straight. And he was just like, oh my God, isn't it worth it though? I was like, sometimes. Like, for holidays and special occasions. But you guys, shrinkage is real. My hair comes all the way down to maybe my butt, my bottom, my buttocks. So the time it takes me to wash, condition, moisturize, blow it out, and then flat iron it and give it a little bump at the end, a little curly curl. Woo! I mean, with some nice, gorgeous, long, straight hair. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. But either way, we were laughing, we were joking. Somehow we moved on to the topic of husbands and boyfriends. And he was like, most women, they ready to get a divorce before they even get married because, they just want to leave them and take half. I said, no, sir. I love my husband. I told my husband straight up, listen, whatever issues you have with me, sir, I'm going to need you. Okay? Figure it out. Take a nap. Take a car ride down the street. Get out the house. Do what you need to do. But this right here, it's not going anywhere. And neither am I. And he was just like, oh my God, please tell your husband I said, thank you. Thank you for doing you right and making men like me have hope, because women like you are so scarce in this world. And I was just like, okay, thank you. But all in all, it was just fun. We were talking about weaves and wigs. Like I said, we were talking about long hair, and we got into the subject of husbands and boyfriends, and it was fun. It was 2 guys and a young lady, and when we talking about hair, he was like, but it's all your hair. And the girl was like, well, I mean, wigs and weaves are too. I said, yup. If I bought it, it's mine. She was like, yes, that part. I said, listen, I work hard for my monies, okay? So if I buy it, it is mine. So if I buy that weave, baby, that's my hair. If I buy that wig, again, that is my hair. Put it in the comments down below. What do you think? I mean, duh. Everybody could tell it's not from your roots. Most people with wigs and weaves, you could tell. Now, if it's done really, really good and you don't know that person, then you can't tell. But most of the time, you could tell when somebody's wearing a wig or a weave, or just in general, it's not their hair, like that they were born with, like from the roots. But like I said, it's mine because I paid for it. Again, put it in the comments. Do you think that it is yours because you paid for it? Like if you were conversing with someone and they were like, oh, that's not your hair, would you up and defend yourself and be like, yes it is, I paid for it? Or would you be like, yeah, I know you right? Because me, yeah, I'm gonna say, of course it doesn't come from my roots, but baby, it's mine because I paid for it. Anyway, let's get into these quick little clips and these pictures so you can see how my morning went. I will give commentary on each one as it comes up. All right, it is now 6:07. I was supposed to start at 6 o'clock, but yeah, I was tired. Anyway, I am going to put on this earring and we are going to get the show on the road. Yeah. I know. $11 for 16 miles. A lot of y'all are going to be like, that's crazy. Here's the thing. I take the good with the bad. Okay, so it's only about 16 minutes away. So that's not that bad. Let's go. If you guys saw, and I'll put the screenshot up there, I keep forgetting sometimes that yeah, I don't have a camera like that. So I'm using my phone for the orders and I'm using my phone to record. But anyway, you see where it says switch zones? Notice I decided not to switch zones, and I decided not to switch zones because it's not really busy over here, so it doesn't make sense. So when I first started, I would immediately pause my order and immediately go right back to where I was coming from. But I realized, don't do that. See if it's busy first. If it is, stay in that area. If it's not, then you go ahead and switch. Just a little tip. Okay. So, commentary. I've taken out the gas. What? I took out the groceries. As you see, I'm out the car. I'm relaxing. Don't tell anybody that I was sitting in here. This is my husband's space. Yes, he loves the garage. This is where he comes to relax. So, I thought to keep quiet so the kids don't wake up, I'd come in here and do my commentary from here. All right, now this first order, let me tell y'all something, okay? Brenda made me understand why people carry a friend in the car with them, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Brenda asked me to deliver her food in her garage. Now, if you do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, whatever, if you do any of them delivery services, maybe this is normal for you. Maybe you've had people ask this for you. But I am sure the first time that you got that, you were probably thinking to yourself, you want me to do what now? Because, ma'am, I don't know you. And I get it. From a customer's point of view, you're thinking, if I have Laura deliver my food in my garage, she could put it down, take her little picture, be on her way. I could close the door down real quick. Don't have to worry about stepping outside in the cold, opening up the door to the cold. You know, cool. But I am Laura. I'm not Brenda. I'm the delivery person. So in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I hope Brenda is not trying to trap me in her garage to kidnap me, take me away, sell my body for parts, sell my organs, my blood. I don't know what Brenda got going on, but I'm scared. I don't know. So, in times like these, again, I understand why some people carry a friend in the car with them. If you carry a friend while you are delivering or just driving in general and you're comfortable, put in the comments. You don't got to tell me the brand and name and that. You don't got to do all that. But if you carry a friend, let me know. I'm curious. I'm curious. Just curious. Anyway, obviously, nothing happened. I put the food down, as you can see. All is well. But I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really was scared. Yeah. That first order threw me all the way off. All right. So we're back in my area. And this is the part that people kind of get annoyed with. Now, I could drive like another 15, 20 minutes to the busy area. That's going to be busy for like the next 10 minutes. Or I could sit down, park my car, and relax. Wait a little bit, see how things are going, and then go from there. And when I say see how things are going, sorry, let me get a little elaborate or more detailed. See how things are going in the area that I am currently in. I am back at the IHOP that I picked up my first order from. This is usually a hot spot. It's not hot right now, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna hang out here in this parking lot for a little bit and see what happens. Okay, so this second order. Can somebody read that out loud? Like, my email address is in the comment section of all my videos, or in the description, I should say, sorry. My email is in the description of all my videos. Can somebody make a little, 10, 15 second video and tell me that name? I want you to say it properly, because, and I would have got a video of me and the person in Taco Bell trying to pronounce her name. But I was on the phone with my husband, and all three of us were trying to pronounce that name, and nobody believes they said it right. So I'm gonna need a Tarina, however you pronounce that name. If you have that name, please make a video of yourself stating your name and send it to me. I will greatly appreciate it. All jokes aside, I do not like to mess people's names up. So when I went into the store to pick this order up, I did not use the young lady's name. I'm assuming it's a woman. It's 2025. I could be wrong. But I did not use the name. I turned the phone around, and I hate when I see people do this and I hear people do this. I turned the phone around, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting this order right here, whoever this is. And thankfully, because I'm assuming my facial expressions and just the way I carry myself, the young lady laughed. She didn't take it as an insult, because I wasn't trying to be rude. I just really don't like to mess people's names up, and I couldn't say the name. And then here's what's even crazier about this situation. As I'm leaving the restaurant, you know how if you DoorDash, you gotta confirm the order. So you gotta put the phone up so it can capture the receipt with the name of the order. When I put the phone up to the receipt, do y'all know I took the wrong order? So do y'all understand that means there are two people that made a DoorDash order around the same time to the same restaurant with that name? And let me be 100% transparent. It wasn't the exact name, but it was very much, very, very, very close. I wish I took a screenshot of it, but it was like Tanyra. Yeah, I couldn't pronounce that name either. The only thing that me and the young lady working there made us realize that yes, it is the wrong one, because you know sometimes these apps can be wrong. It happens. But the only thing that confirmed for us that it was wrong was the initial of the last name. I think the one that I had, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a C, right? I believe it's a C. And the one that I picked up was like a R or some other initial. Just it wasn't the right one. Put it in the comments, please. Please. Have you ever gotten an order where you couldn't pronounce the name and you literally had to turn the screen around and be like, yeah, whoever this is, yeah. Let me get their order, please. Put it in the comments. I would love to know. Ooh, it is foggy. Lord, it's foggy out here today. So I always thought this was cool. It seems that DoorDash has its own little place. It's called Dash Mart. And a whole lot of orders come through Dash Mart every day. It's pretty cool. But I'm about to go in here and grab this order. All right, y'all. So I hope Nicole don't live up a billion flights of stairs. Only in Atlanta, y'all. So the exact same thing that I didn't want to happen, and I tried my best to make sure it wouldn't happen, is what I did with this order. If you all notice, the screenshot is a little bit different. You see it doesn't have the mileage, doesn't have the amount, all of that kind of stuff. Because when I saw it, since I was having such a off day, usually I'm getting orders like this. If you notice, I am a platinum dasher, meaning I've taken all the crappy orders for so long, and I've done such a great job with them that I'm finally getting better orders. So when a platinum dasher is getting these type of orders, $14 for like 17 miles, $10 for like 21 miles. When you start getting orders like that as a platinum dasher, you know it's a bad day, right? Y'all saw, well, y'all don't know it yet because I've already filmed it, so that's why I said that. But anyway, I ended the day without meeting my actual goal. So I ended like $10 or so short because it was just that bad. And I was just ready to let it go. But yeah, so this order, let me try to go back to what I was saying now. I know I went all the way right to come back left. But this order, I took it so quickly because I had been having such horrible luck, or it has been such a slow day, that I didn't make the time or stop long enough to screenshot it and then go ahead and take it. But this order also ended up being a little weird. Today was a weird day. So it was a case of water and a few items in a bag, which was not a problem at all. Whatever. It was at a house. I didn't have to go up a billion flights of steps. But if you look at this picture, you can see it's got a whole gate around it. And then it says no trespassing. So I pulled up in the yard and I'm just like, I know I technically have been invited because I'm dropping off groceries and water that they ordered. However, this sign is still out here and the gate is still closed. Like me personally, if I place an order to be delivered to my home and I have a gate, again, me personally, using the good common sense that the Lord gave me, I'm going to at least open the gate. Maybe I'll leave the sign. Maybe. If the sign can be picked up easily, I'm probably going to pick it up and put it back when my delivery has been dropped off and the person is gone. But I'm going to at least open the gate. The gate was closed. So I pull up and I message them. I'm like, hey, I'm here. And then the person opened the door and he's looking around. I was like, I was outside. I finally got outside the car. When I saw him open the door, I got outside the car and I was like, so should I come through the gate or you want me to leave it out here? He was like, oh, yeah, you could come through the gate. Again, in my mind, I'm just like, I don't know. Common sense would tell me if I have a delivery coming or even if I have guests coming, I'm going to open my gate to make them feel welcome, to make them feel that it's okay to come in, especially a stranger, someone who's never been here before, because, you pause if you got good common sense. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it is just me. But if I see a door or a gate locked, I'm not just going to go through it, even if I was invited. That's just me. I don't know. Put it in the comments. Do you overthink it like I do? And maybe I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. Maybe I'm weird. Hey, it's all good. Put it in the comments. Let me know. What do you think? So I just switched zones because they're paying an extra $2.50 over here. Plus I figure maybe 2 to 3 and I'm good to go. Oh Lord, I gotta close my look, my trunk's still open. Jesus. All right, so let's look at Marie's items. She's got 4 drinks. It's kind of hard, so I'm gonna flip the camera around. And a bag full of stuff. I think she got like 9 different items. Yes, that is my Bible. I always travel with my Bible. But, all right, let's get on the road and get Marie her things. Okay. So here's the thing. I just went to apartment 410. So you think maybe it's building 400, right? Maybe even building 410 or building 40. No, it's building 2758. But do you think that the customer put that in the notes? And yes, you can put notes. Do you think they put that in the directions? No, they did not. So I'm circling round and round and round trying to figure out where I'm going, only to think about it. Hey, why don't you just message her? So I messaged her. I said, hey, what building number do you live in? 2758. Not building 400, not building 40, not even building 401 or, whatever. No, 2758. But you didn't think to put that in the comments, the notes? Maybe send a message? I'm just saying. Anyway, she did apologize and she got her food. She did leave me like a, $2 and change tip. Whatever. I still made like $7 and change on this order. I'm not complaining. I got $10 left to go and I will have completed my $50 to make $250 for this week's payout. Not bad. All right, so it is 9:26. Gonna give it until about maybe 9:30 to get an order. If I don't get an order by 9:30, I'll maybe do a little eeny, meeny, miny, mo and see if I go home or try to stick it out. I'm at $40 and some change. However, I do have $207 and change for the week. So, $207 and some change plus $40 and some change is $247 and some change, which means I'm only about $3 and change away from my $250 goal. So we'll see. I did get like $2 and change in tip, in a tip in cash that I have not counted in what I am counting as far as my DoorDash earnings. So it's pretty tempting. We'll see what happens by 9:30. All right, this is how I do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, because it's 9:30. Yes and no. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So, here we are. Going home. All right. So, we are home. That was my DoorDash session for Sunday, December 28th. 2025, my last Sunday DoorDash of 2025. I decided to take you guys along with me just because I never do these type of videos because your girl don't have what's the camera? I think DJI. Yeah, I don't got DJI money. But even if I did, door dashing isn't really what this channel is about. It's really about taking you on the different legs of my journey through life. Right now, I am on the leg of debt-free journey. So I'm just doing DoorDash, as I said, to supplement my income, make a little extra monies, a little extra change to help pay these bills down. But I figured I'd do something a little bit different. Like I said, it's the last Sunday of the year. New Year's coming in. I'm praying to God at least by my birthday I'll be finished door dashing. Maybe I'll do it, like every once in a while. Goal might be like an extra $50, extra $100, whatever. But not like what I'm doing right now. I completely understand, grinding hard, putting in that work, put my head down and just move temporarily so that way I can have a better future. I can have a better future for my kids. You should try it. I don't think I have, what do you call it? A recommendation, a referral. I don't think I have a referral code through DoorDash right now. Last time I checked, I did not have it. But try it out. It might be something that you might find you actually like. I take time for me, as they say, while I'm sitting in the car. I listen to some good music. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but my background, my culture is Jamaican. I put on some old school Barris, some old school Beanie, Shabba, Wayne Wonder, just jam to my, early 2000s, 90s reggae music, and I just make it do what it do, as I like to say. But yeah, again, Sunday, December 28th, it is now 10:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I finished up about 9:30. I did stop at the grocery store. Had to go get little breakfast items. Got me some eggs. My family go through eggs like it's nobody's business. I don't know how we survived when eggs were like $10 a carton. But anyway. Thank you guys so much for riding with me. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. And as always, the journey continues. I'll see you on the next one.